It was an unusually cold morning in Indianapolis, and the air outside the local diner was filled with the scent of bacon grease and fresh coffee. Inside, waitresses moved in a practiced rhythm, refilling mugs and scribbling down orders on notepads. The diner, Ellie's Place, had been around since the 1950s, small, unpretentious, and proudly American. It wasn't the kind of place you'd expect to see a former president. But that morning, Donald Trump was on a quiet stop between speaking engagements. No fanfare, no press releases. Just a small group of aides, one black SUV, and a craving for a stack of pancakes. He walked in wearing a navy overcoat and his signature red tie, immediately drawing eyes from every corner of the diner. Conversations stopped. Forks paused mid-air. A few whispered, some clapped, others pulled out phones, but Trump simply nodded and walked to a booth in the back. He ordered his food, made polite small talk, posed for a few quick selfies with stunned patrons, and sipped his coffee. It could have ended there, but something caught his eye. Across the diner, near the window, sat Linda Monroe, a 70-year-old waitress with graying hair, in a tight bun, and weary eyes that had seen decades of double shifts. She moved a bit slower than the younger girls, but with practiced care, refilling cups, clearing plates, offering tired smiles. What Trump didn't know, but would soon learn, was that Linda had been working at Ellie's Place for over 40 years. She had raised 3 kids on tips and night shifts. Her husband had died a decade ago, and recently she'd picked up extra shifts to help cover the rising medical costs of her daughter's chemotherapy treatments. Trump noticed her limping slightly as she carried a tray. He whispered to one of his aides. Minutes later, as Linda passed by his booth, he stood up. "Ma'am," he said, "what's your name?" She blinked in surprise. "Linda." "How long have you been working here?" "Too long." She smiled gently. "You run this place?" "I keep it from falling apart, sir." Trump chuckled. "That's more important." Then he handed her a folded envelope. "A little thank you for showing up every day, even when no one notices." She opened it. Inside was a personal check for $10,000, signed by Trump himself. Her hands began to shake. "Is this real?" "It is," he said. "For your daughter, for your family. You've earned it." A customer caught the moment on their phone. Trump standing, hand on Linda's shoulder, as she tried to hold back tears. The video went up online that afternoon. It exploded. Trump leaves $10,000 tip for waitress. No cameras, no announcement. Viral kindness. Trump's quiet act at Indiana diner. Waitress in tears after surprise from former president. Within 24 hours, the clip had been viewed over 20 million times. People from all political backgrounds shared it. Linda was invited onto talk shows. Donations poured into a fundraiser for her daughter's treatment. But Trump never commented. No tweet, no statement, no campaign spin. When asked, his spokesperson simply said, he saw someone who's worked hard her whole life, and he wanted to help. Days later, Linda gave her first interview. "I've served a lot of people, celebrities, politicians, athletes. Most don't even look up. But he asked my name, he listened, and he gave, without asking for anything back." She paused. "My daughter called me after the video went viral. She cried and said, 'Mom, we can finally breathe again.'" Trump's gesture wasn't about politics. It wasn't about the cameras. It was about kindness, quietly given. And sometimes, in a world of noise, that's the moment that gets remembered.